the episodes. At the beginning of the story, we are shown a scene from the Bureau of Hunter where Michael and Sailor were talking to someone and Michael is not apologizing too much and the guy in front says, "I didn't call you here to apologize. Finally tell me what happened there first." And Michael starts telling that according to Sando, the guy who can become the most powerful human in this world. This future is not this future. He is the most powerful. And after this, David starts talking that this means that he is at the international level. He is as powerful as the Hunter, and Sandal starts talking there that I think you have to tell everything well. And after this he starts telling that where the power of Afghan is formed, it is called the other side, and the connection between the two parties, he senses it in a way, and sometimes the force of the other side is not very powerful and the lines in a certain person are not very bright, and I do not consider him a king in a way. It means that I consider it to be very strong. And after explaining this, she starts telling about Jin-Woo, and there she says that I did not see any lines in this way, nor did I see any light, and there I did not see anything other than darkness. The darkness inside him, the scariest thing was that he was looking at me, and David starts saying that this means that he can be a danger to us, and the lady starts saying that I don't know if he is good or bad, but I don't know where his power is, and he doesn't try to take power from another place like other hunters. His power is not in him, it's inside. He is increasing his powers by himself, and there is a limit that we cannot increase our powers outside this limit. There is no application on him at all, and Michael starts telling David that there is no limit on him, no matter how much more powerful he can make himself. And literally, brother, while explaining all these things, I am getting shivers right now. I have so much. It feels good. It feels so good in explaining the meaning. It feels so good in reading. And only after this, David starts going somewhere and Michael says, "Where are you going?" And David tells that I am running in basement number 24 and you guys are also walking with me there. And after this, David starts telling Michael that if we cannot use the power of Miss Sellers to add Jin to our team, then we need something else. Must be used, but he should be with us. And only after this, David starts talking that you remember when the gate of S rank was opened for the first time, and Michael says that Master is not going to forget that too. I still remember that dangerous break that completely ruined the West, and America recruited the most powerful hunters in the world, reducing that rate to complete, and there were only 5 hunters who could survive, and they got the title of national level hunters. After that, go and those people fought with Jess Draken. His name is Kamish. Please confirm me once. His name is Kamish, isn't it? If I am reading wrong, then please tell me in the comment section. And that dragon did not single-handedly defeat almost thousands of such rank hunters. And then finally those people reach that location, and there neither David shows Michael a Rowney stone, and this stone was not found by Kamesh. And after this we are also shown a skeleton with bones of Kamesh, and David's plan was to give Kamesh's body as well as that stone as a gift to Jin-Woo so that Jin-Woo would be impressed and come into his guild. This means that David somehow had a plan, not in guild, sorry, to come to his country, come to live in America. And after this we are shown Jin-Woo, who was not looking in the mirror at home, and he was thinking that I have become much smarter than before. And after this she literally goes to ask Jinha, "How much will you rate me?" And Jinha says, "What should I rate?" And Jin-Woo says that my look means my snaps. Martins and Jinna say that you have seen your appearance once, look in the mirror and come, and don't jump into yourself so much. You don't look so beautiful even when you look at it. And after that, the fight between brothers and sisters that takes place, it starts there. And literally after seeing all these scenes, it feels a little good that, brother, come on, this is also a family show. Otherwise I thought it was just an action show. And then he said, because you know, I'm gonna do a Gil form, and I named my Gil solo player Gil. And what did you think of that name? And after listening to this, she makes a very strange face there and says that how can you think of such a strange name? And to whom she starts explaining that you have put a solo player, but if you see it, you don't play solo a little. You don't play because you also use your army that share. You also use it at the time of the battle. And after that, those who think that what he is talking to is correct. And after that, he asks his sister that after all, what name should I name my Gil? And those who don't tell him a strange name, meaning that Gil's name is Ajin and also the full form of Ajin. Now I am going to tell you where PA means come and which means go forward something. Well, if you look at it, Jinha has a lot of brains, and after this we are shown the scene of Cha, and he was not even sleeping, and only these things were coming in his mind where Jin-Woo had said, "You don't like me, don't you?" And Cha didn't say, "Yes, maybe I do." And that's what was going on in her mind, and brother was blushing a lot. In fact, my brother was blushing a lot. And Suddenly something hits his mind, and after that we get to see Cha's strange form, and she is falling somewhere, and then Min comes to her and grabs her hand and saves her, and Min tells him that you should go and tell him that there is going to be a lot of danger on him now. It means that she was a little careful, and only then Cha's eyes open and she doesn't get too nervous. And he starts remembering that I had told him that the powers inside Genbu can pose a lot of danger to him, and after this we are shown the scene of Night Gill where he was not around him. An A-rank gate appeared, and who is the assistant of the park starts telling us that we did not get his entry permit, nor are there many difficulties, and they do not talk much. What? What should they do, sir? They should get an entry permit. We were having conversations in the same way, and only then a guy comes there, and he is Nas Healer, and he starts talking to the park that why don't we ask for help from an individual player and who knows how to help us clear that danger, and the park starts telling that he is a very powerful A-rank gate, meaning that top class A-rank. There is the gate of the bank and a single hunter will come. What is going to be more different with us than that? And only then does something suddenly hate the park, meaning he remembers what that guy is talking about right now, and that guy in front also starts saying that now you understand what I am talking about. You guys must have also understood which hunter was being talked about here. And after that, neither the one who sees us with Eugene and he does not tell the name of his guild, meaning that today in Gil asks what this name will look like, and Eugene also starts saying that yes, this name sounds very good and we keep this name for our Gil. And I was thinking that it is just a solo player Gil. The name and anything else will work for me. That was a very verbal name, but out of fear he was not speaking to those who spoke, and those who spoke that finally. We have also selected Gil's name, and now we need a guy who should be in our Gil. And after this, Eugene starts saying that I had the key to yesterday. We can also select him, and the one he starts saying that he is very good. But the person I am looking for, or the person I am looking for, is not for, and Eugene is very surprised to hear this because he was a hunter of such rank. It also has a lot of power. Korea comes in second place in the case of that powerful, but even after that, the brother who is refusing him, what is he thinking? Eugene starts saying inside himself that if you do not select my 4, then in the end, which girl are you going to select, or do you want to take a boy in your Gil? And only then Jin, he starts saying that I want a person who has a hunter's license, but he needs to become a hunter. There should be no interest, but he should have complete trust in us, and we should also have complete trust in him. And after that, some such people start thinking that who can finally be, but only then his door will knock again, and this time you do not need to worry. Why doesn't it happen this time? Don't worry, brother, you will not meet at the door every time. And after that, he opens the door, and I didn't know who he was, and Park tells me that I am a Gil master of Na Night Gil. And after hearing this, Jin-Woo and Eugene's Na Gross becomes there, and after this, the video of the same Dangan is not shown in the park, and that Dangan was not really much bigger. That gate was very big, and the park starts telling there that if you enter inside our Gil, it means you take part in our friend bike squad. Only after that we will get the entry permit to go into that Gil, to go inside that dungeon, and in exchange we will also give you a lot of money. And he starts telling that when a normal dungeon is cleared, neither the hunters are given 10% inside it. This means that no matter how much profit there is, you should not worry about it at all. We will give you 20%. And what do you say, brother? 50-50 will do. If you want to do it or not, then the forest comes out. And after hearing this, Park also gets very surprised, and he starts saying that you don't treat me in such an individualistic way at all. There you treat me in such a way that I am the Gil master of a Gil, because I have also made a Gil at present. And he would also tell the name of his Gil, Ajin Gil, and Park was engaged in negotiation there. He thinks that, brother, you take 40, give us 60. Many employees will also have to give money, and he says that, brother, tell you I will not take even one less than 50. If I go, I will get the whole, because the chairman is not going to refuse me. And he also tells Park this, and after this he also accepts Jinbu's point, and Park tells that you have to defeat the boss of that danger. And after this, finally the contract between them, the sign is signed, and the Park talks about taking him to the city. But Jane says that, brother, we will not do this today, tomorrow, because today he had something else planned. And after that we are shown the scene of the next day, where again we get to see the view of the gate, and we are shown all the rest of the hunters. Joe was ready there, and Park was only worried that his brother would not let him sleep somewhere. It means that today is the time. And then we are shown the scene of Jinha, and he was watching the weather, and he starts saying that he wished Jinha had taken an umbrella with him. And then Jinho uses the shadow exchange technique, and then the scene is cut, and we are shown the scene of Jinha's school, and some P-Patrol guys are shown there. The boys met, and after that they were all going towards a class. The class was empty, and only then do we know that there is a gate there, and seeing this, all those people get very scared. But there will also be a cool guy in your group who always tries to be cool. I'm not not in my group at all, that guy goes straight to the gate and says, brother, don't worry at all because this gate is absolutely closed and we are not in danger at all. Here on, only hunters can go inside a gate and there is only a week's time for this gate to be broken, but literally, brothers, won't you guys believe it? Only then the gate breaks and a hand of the monster comes from inside and he does not catch that child and that child does not get very scared and save. He starts screaming and with him too, he was very scared, and as long as they can do something, and anyway, they are seen, they are not able to do anything, and only then his game is over, the first guy, and only then we are shown the scene of the 3 children after some time, and the leaf of the 3 was cut there, and after this the narrator starts telling us about these monsters, that they are some different types of monsters, and by the way, in terms of mind, they are much more raw. It can be seen only by looking at their height, but not in the case of powers. They are very powerful in a way, and these monsters do not torture their opponents, means they're victims in a very dirty way, and after that they finish their game, and after that one of the monsters starts smelling blood and all the monsters get very excited, and after that those monsters do not break that room, and we are not shown much of your children who were having fun in their school, but then suddenly neither that monster nor those children come in front of them. I'll tell you what's going to happen to these kids, but after this again we are shown the scene of Danzan where Jin-Woo came and he starts telling that the gate is really much bigger to see. Do you know how popular they are compared to normal gates? And a lot of hunters don't come to take pictures of her as fans of Jin-Woo, but an hour doesn't take them all away. The same one who was a healer, the same hunter removes them all from Jin-Woo, and that girl starts giving her introduction and tells that my name is Chunk, and she starts telling that I am a healer of this strike squad, and by the way, then you and I are the hero, the leader of our group, and at the same time I am a healer, the most main of this group, so both of us should probably make friends now. Anyway, you can make friends, and if you look like that, I'm also single. I don't have any boyfriend, so we can also try one. And those who start telling Park that, brother, is this girl, why didn't you tell me about it earlier? What would you have done if I had told you earlier? And after that, all those people inside the dungeon, they start going, and only then we are shown the scene of the Hunter Association, and there an employee receives a call from someone, and after that the staff says that, Akikat, how can I help you? And the children start talking that I am now in school and there are a lot of monsters here, please save us around us. And hearing this, that girl is also very surprised and thinks that there is a Dengen break somewhere. It hasn't happened, and those staff start talking about where are you hiding, and after this we are also shown the girl who was hiding in the bathroom and tell us that please save me because my friend was also with me and she is also dead. And at this time, literally, brother, she was very scared and crying. Being afraid was an obscene thing, brother. Death was looming in front of them in a way, and those staff start saying that, first of all, tell me that you're... How many monsters do you have? And that little girl felt like she wouldn't be able to survive, and she started saying, ooh, will you please save me? Please save me, don't let me die now. And they start talking. The staff says don't bother at all. You just work on yourself. Our hunters have left here with you, and they say that if you panic even a little, nothing can happen. And after that they start saying that tell me this, tell me how he looks like a monster. And after that the girl starts telling that he looks like a human and his face is very scary and like a monster and he looks green, please save us. I am feeling very scared, and literally, brother, after hearing this, that staff also gets very scared and says that they don't call others somewhere, right? And the child speaks, this is what they call them, and literally only then do we see a monster coming towards the same girl, and they scream a lot and say that wherever you are now, you have to get out of there quickly. But it was too long before anyone spoke, meaning that the leaf of that girl is also cut there. And after this, many more children are shown to us in the school where they do not do a lot of masik. It was created, I mean literally, there was blood lying here, there was blood everywhere, children were being spoken everywhere, but we were also shown many children who had not come out of school due to hard work. They escaped in a way, but many students were also trapped inside the school. Still, in later Jinha's class is shown where the children closed the door with the help of Nadex. I had read it, and some guys are very ready to fight that monster, but then suddenly that door breaks and a very big monster comes out from inside it, and a child is not very afraid. And he does not try to escape through the other door, but then another monster comes there and literally he cuts his leaf and he was able to talk there. And now the monster says that, Chief, I am seeing a person here and I am able to feel a lot of trust inside him, and they both start talking that we have to kill him first. And here I do not know whether it is talking about Jinha or Song, because if seen in Hunter's form it can be about Song, it could also be about Jennifer. Now I will tell you why I am saying this. And Gina was very scared there and used to say, brother, please save me. I feel very scared. The song starts talking there that I am a hunter. Why not Ira be a hunter? But I am a hunter. And at the same time, I have just become aware. So I have to go to fight that monster. And Gina starts talking that you are crazy. If you go there, then anything can happen to you. Yes, only then another monster here starts talking about whether you were talking about this person. And the other monster starts talking about whether or not. I am able to sense even more powerful mana here. And now I have a feeling that what is being talked about, but why this is happening, you will also know now. If those who know, they can tell in the comment section. And after that, the green meaning monster is not directly towards Jinha nor to attack. A brother was gone dangerous. He and brother, literally both of them felt that their leaf had been cut today, meaning that now no one can save, but only then there is the entry of the red organ. And you know whose organ is the monster and why? It felt so powerful. By now you must have understood from inside Jinha, and after this the organ monster of Jindu is a loud one. He punches the green one, and literally that punch was so powerful that it is a green monster directly breaking the roof of the school building and flies directly into the air. And after seeing this, who is his companion? He is also literally there. He gets very surprised, and after this all the arc monsters come there to protect him. A total of 3 were there, and only then the scene is cut and we are shown a scene inside Na where a monster with 2 heads comes in front of P Park and his team, and that monster that is Na goes directly above the Park to attack, but only then Park does not use his armor and escapes from that attack. And after what Park was, he makes a sound to his assistant and his assistant goes at a lot of speed near the monster, and Na breaks both of that monster's eyes, and he starts saying that you don't want me to kill you as much as you wanted. I killed you that much, now my master will handle the rest. And literally I did not think that, brother, this will also be a good hunter. And after this a female hunter neither takes her weapon nor starts going towards the same monster, and quite strong attacks and blows the neck of that monster. A neck means, and after this Na Major also starts showing his wonders there. Through their magical power, they neither burned that and the monster there, and the team of the park was stuck in the middle from one side because those people could not even go out, because if they go out, they will not face the undead army outside. I mean, they were also coming in a way, and they were very much... There is an army, and seeing this, the Pakistan team was a little scared, but only then do those people notice that the undead army was standing in one place. Neither she was coming forward nor she was going back, and they don't understand why this is happening. Yes, Jin-Woo was also thinking in his mind that, friend, I didn't get stuck in this Dangan because these people were saying that this Dangan is really over. And I am not getting as much as I had expected when I came there, but then suddenly Najimbu feels something very dangerous, and after this that Park starts saying that, brother, forgive me, I missed some agent work and I have to get out of here quickly. And Park be like, brother, you are crazy, how did you say all these things so easily? You are leaving us people here in trouble, and if you will not stay here then we will be in much danger. Yes, Jindu also feels that brother saying this is not a little wrong. In a way he is speaking right, and after this Jindu starts speaking that, okay brother, I leave one of my soldiers here and you can trust him more than you trust me. He is not more dangerous than me, brother. I have added this dialogue myself. I'm kidding. I am the most powerful, don't worry, and you all will know who he was going to summon. This means that the rest of the shadows must also be very sad that brother only summons Beru. He does not do it to us and to those who say that you have to protect all these humans and do not attack at all like the last time. Above them, and Beru asks from there, then what should I do with all the other monsters that I see here? And the Jin who says that what is your mind doing to do with them, and Baru says that he is thinking of crushing them. The Jin who says that do it brother again, and after that Baru doesn't do it very fast, and after that the Jin who had also summoned some endings, all of them also come there, and he says that now we will all get together and clear this danger very easily. And after this he starts leaving there, but the rest of the guys start saying that you are leaving your best here, and at this time he is not very serious. He starts speaking in a very bad way. I can forget them back, but if I have done this, none of you will survive here. And after hearing this, brother, those guys are also not very afraid, and those people understood that brother has to fight with this beast right now. And after that he thinks of using his shadow exchange technique, but only then he notices that there is not much time in it. He couldn't use it right now, and after that Jinguna literally starts running at a high speed towards the door, and he starts thinking in his mind that all those arcs that I left with Jinha are also a very dangerous signal. And to tell you the truth, I'm very scared. Take Jinha, and after that Jinbu has a very large unarmed army in front of him. Literally there is a lot, and Jinbu's mood was also a lot twisted, and he doesn't take out his 2 daggers. To kill them, we get to see a lot of strange things here. The unarmed army would have made the way for Jin-Woo on its own. They do nothing and they are surprised to see it, but he doesn't think much about him there. And after that, he summons Caesar and sits on him and immediately leaves there. And after that, Jin-Woo tells Caesar that you can do it as soon as possible. Take me to my sister. And Caesar also says that this master should not worry at all. Well, I have to excuse myself because Caesar doesn't speak. But I did because Caesar must be thinking the same thing in his mind right now. He had to fulfill his master's order, and now we leave this episode at this because the video has become quite long. So you guys tell us in the comment section how you guys liked today's episode, and I'm sure you guys will find today's episode much better. But you guys don't worry because the next episode